Hi everybody. We are going to talk about an activity today that should be familiar to you. It's a game called table ball. This was played last year in I believe our 3rd, 4th, 5th through 8th classes. And I'm going to show you how to play it. All you really need is a table. It doesn't need to be that big. It could even be smaller. It could be bigger. The object of the game is for you to win points. You do that by striking the ball and hitting it on the table. When the ball lands on the table, it doesn't matter how many times it bounces on the table, but when it goes and bounces off the table, it can only bounce once on the ground. Once it bounces once, you have to strike the ball using your hand and hit the ball back up onto the table. And then your opponent has to do the same thing. You win a point if you get your opponent to miss getting the ball before it bounces twice, or if they hit the ball and it doesn't land on the table, you would win the point. Now you can play this game with 2 people, you can play it with 4 or 5. The version that we're showing you today is with 2, and we're just going to keep track of points. If you have more than 2 people, you can have one person stay on one side, and that would be the king or the queen of the court, and the object has become the king or queen of the court. So we're going to show you how to play this game, and we'll demonstrate it. And Charlie is going to serve first, so he's going to roll the ball across the table, and I'm going to let it bounce once, hit it on the table, and we'll play out a point. All right, so he won that point right there, so he has 1 point.
Oh,
And we won't count that one because it kind of bounced off to the side, so if you have some type of interference or you have a smaller space, you can call interference and replay the point. He missed the table on that one. Okay, I got a point, so he has 1 point, I have 1 point. I would serve, so anytime you're the winning person, you would serve until you would lose a point. He won that point, so it would be 2-1. Okay, he gets to serve. Okay, that just hit the edge of the table. Okay, it's got to land on top of the table. So if it hits the edge, okay, it would be my point. All right, so I believe it's 2-2.
yep.
All right. He missed that one, so the score is 3-2. Now you can play to a certain amount of points. You want to determine that before you start playing. So if it's the first one to get to 11 or first one to get to 21, that is really up to you. Again, you can play this game with 2 people, or you can play it with 4 people, and have the winner always stand on one side. That's the version that we played at school. It is actually a really fun game. The ball that you use, I'm just using a regular spike ball. You could use a tennis ball or a smaller ball, or really any ball that you would want. So this is a fun game that you can try to get out and get some exercise. And again, this game was played in class last year for the first time, and it was really popular. And you can play it at home. So it's really up to you to just, again, a table and a ball, a willing participant, and it's a fun game to try. Hope you try it. Thanks for tuning in.